The Business Impact Assessment, BIA, is a crucial step we need to perform before we start building our Business Continuity Plan, or BCP. A BIA is a tool to help you understand the important activities of your organisation so that you can prioritise them. The aim here is to help you build a list of key activities you need to maintain or restore in a specific order should an incident occur. So you'll be determining things such as how quick you could get operations restored and how long before your business starts to suffer. One key element of this assessment is the RTO, or Recovery Time Objective. This is a period following an incident where the activity, product or service must be resumed. For example, if we use a piece of software for managing all of our orders and stock levels, by what point do we need to have this restored before it starts to present our business with a real problem? When we are considering systems, we also need to look at our Recovery Point Objective, RPO. This is the point where information used by a service must be restored to enable the activity to operate on resumption. For example, restoring sales data from a previous day. So our RTOs and our RPOs are what we need to try and work within. Outside of these, we're looking at our Maximum Tolerable Period of Disruption, MTPD. This is a time it would take for the adverse impacts which may occur as a result of not providing a product or service or performing an activity to become unacceptably damaging to the business. As you plan and map out services and activities, your recovery time objective should always be less than your maximum tolerable period of disruption. When carrying out a BIA, the first thing to remember is that you're not alone, unless you happen to be the only person in the organisation. But outside of that, you need to be involving people in the organisation in completing this. You need to get a good understanding of what's going on. And there are several ways that you can do this, but before you do any of them, there's something really important you need to do first. Tell everyone in the organisation what you are doing. There are several reasons why this is important, but right up there is you do not want people wondering why you're asking them about what they do and how important they think it is. This can just lead to panic as they think you are assessing the worth of the work that they do, and it may cause them to add additional things into their role or try to ramp up the importance of these tasks. So, first thing you do is you brief everyone in the business on what you are trying to achieve and how you are going to go about it. Once this is done, you need to start talking to people, and a common way of doing this is a questionnaire. But it's important that you tailor the questions to make it appropriate to your operation. So for example, are there seasonal cycles? If the activity they do, is this dependent on other activities being completed? What will they require to carry out the tasks, such as staff, systems, IT, supplies, and what the minimum requirements are to carry out the task. For example, how many people could you get by on if you needed to for a short period of time? If you're finding that the responses are slow and the uptake isn't great, then keep up the communication around making sure people are aware of what they need to do and they have enough time to do it. If you're still finding it difficult to get good quality responses, then another method could be to carry out workshops or group discussions. Once these answers start coming in, you should be reviewing the responses and identifying those where you may need to organise face-to-face meetings to gather further information or potentially challenge some of the answers that you've been given. These results then need to be compiled onto a table, and this data will be used to determine your business critical activities, BCAs, your recovery time objectives, priorities and resources that you require. There are several other important factors to consider when determining your continuity requirements. These include whether an activity needs to be running at 100% straight away, whether you would need additional resources, equipment or materials at the point of restarting an activity to cope with any backlog of orders. It's also very important to be looking at your suppliers and customers as part of this process. Your continuity isn't just at risk from floods or power outages. If you're reliant on a single supplier, then you may need to have something in place so that you can cope should they close down. This all factors into how you develop your business continuity plan to keep your business up and running in trying times. So this brings us to the end of the overview on what is a business impact analysis, but take a look through our other videos we have on how to develop your business continuity plan.